Going on, guys? Junior's Fishing Company here with another video. I don't have a vise, so what I'm doing is I'm starting to transition into some fall winter stuff, get my winter tying stuff ready. So but before I put everything away until spring, I wanted just to go over a couple things, some little ins and outs. I had someone comment about the length of some of the jigs that I've tied and how these hooks aren't super, actually this is a pretty long shank, but it still leaves a lot of room, and sometimes those fish will nip at the tail, so you'll get kind of a missed strike. So I wanted to show what I do to add a little trailer onto my jigs. So I've got two jigs here that this one I love. This is a dubbing loop, kind of a little bait fish minnow pattern. I love this jig because it's got a little weed collar on it too, a little metal one. These work really well. Can't remember what brand this is, but so as you can see, I mean, this bait runs probably about 5 inches, and this hook only goes down to about 1.5 inches. So that leaves a ton, I don't know if you can see, a ton of extra material. So if they hit anywhere here, they're gonna miss. And so what I'll do, and you can buy these at like Cabela's and stuff like that. Northland makes them, I know that. Is a little trailer. You know, you can call it a stinger hook or whatever you want, but I'll make my own, because if you buy them in a store, they're all going to be a set length, and you can't really trim them to size, because if you're using a 6-inch bait, this is 5, but if you're using a 6-inch bait and you've only got a short 1-inch trailer, it's not going to be as effective as if you had a 2 or a 2.5 inch. So what I'll do is I'll make my own stinger hooks. You can use anything you want. This is just what I use. I use 3X or 1X Orvis nylon. Obviously, if you're a fly fisherman, you know what this is. The reason I use this is because I feel like this nylon's a little bit thinner for the strength of line that you get. I've used Frost by Clam, their ice line, before in the past too, and this is just so much easier because it comes in this little spool. You just pull off what you need and you're good to go. So this is the line I'll use. I'll take just a standard, it's upside down, standard crane swivel. This is size 12 from Lure Parts Online, 15-pound break strength. So I'll take my nylon and I'll measure out how long I want it to be. I'll tie just a simple clinch knot, or maybe improved clinch knot, on both ends where the hook is and where my swivel is, and I'll put just a tiny dab of CA Plus on both of them, just to keep the knot from slipping, and it adds just a little bit of that durability, because this is what's going to be in the fish's mouth. So it adds just a little durability. It's not going to affect the hook going with the bait. It's not going to be super stiff. So I'll put just a little CA Plus there. The hooks that I use, again, any hook you want. This is TechSet VMC. This is size 4, but as you can see here, I've kind of gone smaller with a size 6. I also like to use the little octopus hooks by Gamakatsu. Again, use whatever you want, but this works great because I can make a trailer just for a specific bait. I don't do that. I'll just make like 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2-inch ones. Sometimes you'll find that these small swivel eyes don't fit on the hook, so I'll put, this is a 15-pound split ring probably. I'll put a little split ring on there, and then you can just feed the split ring right onto the hook, and then you can see, I'll try and hold it like this hook goes right to the edge. I don't want this hook going past my materials. That's the one real thing I try not to do. I'd rather have it be short than too long. So you can see here I'll still have just a little play in that, this is ostrich, in that ostrich, just because I want that hook to stay hidden. And then to keep that on there, I'll take, this is just spacer tubing from Jan's Netcraft. I bought like 100 feet of this and I've had it for years. I'll take just a little bit of that spacer tubing, and then just like if you've ever put a trailer hook on ever, you just put that on there, and I'm not going to go past the barb because I don't want to, I'm going to take this off, and you just feed it right onto there, and that won't go anywhere. So again, this one runs me, this is about a little less than 2 inches, so you don't need a lot of line. You can see how much line I have there. It's probably, that's 3/4 of an inch, because with the swivel and then with the hook you're adding a lot of space. So these are the rigs that I use to keep those picky fish from getting off. And just make sure you keep an eye out for those teeth nicking at this nylon line, and just switch it out whenever you need to.